Hey everyone, welcome to the video, and I'm the Flatmaggot. I'll keep the intro short. I'm just a regular guy that enjoys gambling as one of his pastimes. So today, I'm going to put years of experience from playing casino table games to the test to see what I can win from a single £50 buy-in, playing live roulette online. Now if I have any balance left at the end of the session, I'll just roll it over and do another video. I'm going to record it minute for minute, second for second, start to end, uncut and without edit. That way you'll see everything as it happens, good or bad, up or down, or just getting blown out. But if it's all a figment of my gambling alter ego's imagination, then it's going to be a really quick video, and all you'll see is some guy losing 50 quid on roulette. Hopefully that won't happen. I'll get the opportunity to cover enough so that there will be something of interest for every level of player, even for non-gamblers that are just curious and looking for an insight. Oh, just one last thing before we get into it. This isn't a promotion. It's not about getting rich gambling. I'm not being sponsored. It's just for fun, entertainment and informative purposes only. If you're going to ignore what I've just said and be a total degen about it, then do it at your own peril. Definitely do it within your own means, and when the fun stops, you stop. Okay, now let's get it. Okay maggots, let's make a start. I just need to clarify something really quick. First off, bottom left hand corner is our bankroll. I've deposited £50, which you can see, but there's some shrapnel in there with it to the tune of 28 pence. If you're wondering why, it's because Numpty Nuts here made the mistake of playing one of the daily slot bonus games on the site and won 28p. As I can't withdraw anything under a tenner, it will just have to come along for the ride. It won't have any bearing on the grand scheme of things, as I can't do anything with it. Minimum bet on roulette is 50p, so there's no advantage gained there. Right, in with our first bet. So I took the liberty to watch the dealer spin a few times before I started recording, because I wanted to see if I could get a read on what's been going on. So these are the things I consider at the beginning of a session. I'm looking to see how long the current dealer's been on. I know it's like roughly 80 spins an hour that a dealer makes. There's a dealer change every 30 minutes on the 5-2 and the 25 past of the hour. So with that, I can look back at the history of the spins for that dealer. And then I can decide whether those numbers are grouped in any way, see if there's any rhythm or pattern to the dealer, the way the dealer's spinning. They call this the dealer's signature, which is a large part of the way that I play, because it's my play style, if you like. Sometimes there won't be a signature of any kind, in which case I'll be looking to play a low risk, low yield type of game until I see there's a change in it. A change that allows me to bet a little bit more aggressive. Bearing in mind our bankroll's pretty skinny, I'm going to have to bet a little bit more conservative. Managing the bet ratio and the bet strategy will be key during the session. I need to get as much wheel time as possible by getting as many spins out of the money as we can. The more spins I can rack up, the more opportunity to hit and to stay in the game. I like to play the numbers on the layout as opposed to the outside bets, just a personal preference, but may have to resort to that. If things get desperate, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Hopefully not, but it's a real possibility because we have such a small bankroll. Plus, playing outside bets can make for a pretty boring game and even more boring to watch. So for the purpose of the video, I'm going to try and avoid it if I can. Having said that, I'm not going to lie, I'm expecting this session to be a little bit of a grind. The action won't be exciting, but it will serve a purpose. Let's concentrate on the game. Looks like we've hit 3. So I kind of identified a bias on the table, so I'm playing one side of the table as opposed to the other side. So it's worked for us so far on 3 spins. Totally jinxed it because it's hit the other side of the wheel now. We'll carry on the bet. Now I've pressed the bet a little bit because we are, with the bet on, we are still on the right side of £50, so I'm happy to do that. In fact, I'm hoping for it to go back over to the other side where 11 is. Took a pretty nasty bounce there. Okay, so that's too opposite to us, to what we're betting. Now 31. So I'm going to explain to you some of the things that I see whilst I play. So 31. Things as stupid as 31 back to front is 13. And you make bets like that sometimes because those kind of patterns happen, believe it or not. Might sound really stupid right now, but hopefully we'll get enough time on the table and you'll be able to see it. Not this time. Big fat 0. So we've eaten 3 bullets at the moment, 3 on the trot. It's not particularly good. But we'll stick with it. The layouts that I'm playing at the moment are pretty skinny, but when you look at it as a percentage of what we've bought in for, it's quite a big bet. It's like 20%. And we've hit another bullet. So that's 4 on the bounce. We hit 4 on the run to start with. Now we've eaten 4 bullets. Just about made it in. Same again. Even though the bias is on one side of the wheel at the moment, she's not hitting anything or any particular section on that side of the wheel, so it's neither here or there at the moment. 33, we're in. Back up to where we started from. Let's go again. So this is interesting. Look, we hit 14, then we hit 33, and now it's gone back into 14. Now, me and my gambling mates have a term for this. We coined our own term. I don't think it's a term that people normally use, but we call it the skip, as in skip a number. So what happens is, like, we hit 14, we skipped a number, and then it went straight back into 14. And we call that the skip. We see that a lot. That becomes part of the play. Opposite side of the wheel. It's neither here or there at the moment. We're thereabouts. We're getting wheel time. We're getting more spins in. We're getting a better look at the run of the spins. This is just all my opinion, of course. Oh, almost back into 14. Almost had a double skip there. Okay. We're going to stick with it. $13. Not quite. Again, we're back up. It's alternating at the moment. We've just eaten a second bullet on the bounce. Let's try something a little bit different. Just to see if it goes the same side of the wheel. Oh, went back over to our side. We still hit a half. We would have been better off staying with our original bet. I'm going to press 11 and 13. There's a thing that's known as a 13-11 combo. Again, that's something I've come up with. You see that a lot. Whether it happens here or not is another thing. No, but it is that side of the wheel. This little system that we got set up, in that center column, we just hit a bonus, like a Brucey bonus with that bet on there. Doesn't add up to a great deal, but these are very low risk bets. You can get a lot of wheel time with these kind of bets on there. So if you're playing for comps, or you're just killing time, you're playing because you want drinks from the waitress, if you're playing in a casino, these are the kind of things that you play, because for very little money you can play this for quite a while. Oh, I should shut up, I keep jinxing it. Let's just trim this bet back. We're almost in that desperate zone. So this is halfway house. We're playing the layout, and we're doing a little bit outside bet as well. 24. Pinch to half. we'll just concentrate on the actual betting for a minute. I would explain a little bit more about the layout, and that like a racetrack you see there. We'll go into it in a little bit more detail when we've gained a little bit of traction. Let's just carry on with this. There's the pay table. Ooh, here we go. 24, 19, 24. There's the skip again. It happened with the 14. It's happened with the 24. So like I say, this is like a pattern that you see regular. Because of the available money for betting, we can't press anything at the moment. So like I say, these kind of things aren't guaranteed. So we need to have some payroll under our belt to be able to do these bets, or the speculative bets. At the moment, we're just making continuation bets, trying to get our bet back and a little bit more on top, just to add into the ammo. $21. We just ate another bullet. Let's have a look here. The online gaming provides stats so that you can be better informed, but you got to be very careful how you use these stats. They're not always accurate, so like the hot and cold numbers and things like that, if you bet them, you need to have a look when those numbers were hit, because they might have been a long time ago and they've gone cold now, but because they were hit a lot earlier on, it still shows up as a hot number, so you can't blindly go into it. $20. Get paid our bonus. $21, 19, 20. $5 is good. Guess not. We've eaten our fair share of bullets, but we're still in the game. $13. I might just change this bet now. Based on that, might go back to tier, looking for the 13-11 combo. Nope. Let's go again. I'm hoping it's going to go back to 13, so I'll do 13 and the neighbours. I pressed 11 as well for that 13-11 combo. So when I say the neighbours, if like I'm favouring 13, the neighbours are the two numbers either side, so I've pressed 27, 30, 36 by a little bit, by halves. Come on, come on. Back into 13. There it is again, the skip. Let's put us back in the game. So in the time that we've played so far, the skips happened 3 times. So that's the frequency. Again, nothing's guaranteed. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen the same every session, but it's definitely something to look out for. Now this is interesting. 35. I'm going to go the same bet. The reason for that is it's one of those patterns again. 35, 28 normally returns a spin on the other side of the wheel. If it plays nice, it's going to go back around about 11. So we're looking at 11 and the neighbours, so 13 still good. So we've left that press on there. Dealer change. What time is that? 49. She's a little early. What is that? 1. That's didn't do exactly what we wanted or what we hoped, but it still hit our side of the wheel. It's a continuation. We got our bet back and a little bit more. It's all ammo. As far as I'm concerned, we've got a little bit of breathing space there. Let's hope for a hit this time, which it looks like we are. That's good. One more and we're ahead. Let's just trim this back a little bit. That's good. That's 3 on the bounce for us. We're in a good place. We're back to where we started. We're a little bit above. It's a shame at the moment because I can't record the actual sound from the casino. 27. It's good. We like that. We're in a place where we could possibly press this a little bit. We'll hope for the skip on 17. Perhaps a repeat on 27. $21. Let's go again. So me and my mates have coined another term. It's called the box. So when 17 hit, you had the repeat, the skip, and then the box. And that's like closing off the 4 sides of the box. So we normally bet the same bet or keep the same press on. If it's a number that you favour, you keep it on for the 4 spins to close the box. Eight. Like I said, everything in this first video probably won't mean a great deal. So if we're lucky enough to take this into another video, you'll get to hear them more often. Come on. Where was that going? Let's tidy the bet again. We've eaten 3 bullets again. We're 1 spin away from desperate measures. have to play the outside bets. Please no. Ooh, took a nice edge there. Sometimes you get the bounce of the table, you get an edge off a pocket, and it puts it into your section. Sometimes it takes an edge and sends it right into the other section. Nice. Maybe we can get one more out of this. Let's hope it goes back into 6, 27, 6 in the neighbours. That's what we want. So my layouts are saved. I have like a favourites list of bets, and they're saved up front, so I can just call the bet up and modify it, because you don't really get enough time to put on a new layout every time. It becomes very hectic. There we go. We went from eating 3 bullets to hitting 3 on the bounce. Back up to where we started. Our bet is a little bit heavier. So when we started off, our bet, we wanted to play the layout. Our bet was like 9 quid. Now we played for, I don't know, half hour-ish, and we're around about the same money, and our bet is like 12 quid. Nice bounce. There we go. And we pressed it, look. So now it's looking a little bit healthier. So we'll carry on with that bet. Looking for the 11-13 combo. Is it going to show its face here? Come on. 33, look at that. That's the skip. I thought about increasing my bet on that, but we had a little cheeky half on there. So that's the skip again. That's the 4th skip we've seen. I'm hoping for the skip on 13 now. Let's just press that a little bit. We're up kind of 50%, so we're happy to increase the bet a little bit. Won't hurt us. Ooh, oh, there it is. There it is. We got the skip on 13 and we pressed it up to 130. That's a good hit. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how is that a thing? But it is. I don't care whether it's a thing or not. It happens. And you make good hits like that. Trust me. Let's carry on the bet again. Come on. If we don't hit that, we just want a continuation. Great. Exactly what we wanted. We've got our bet back, and we've made a fiver. So we're a fiver better off than we were before, with the same bet going on. Now 50 quid, it's not a lot of money. Well, it is to some people, but as far as gambling goes, we didn't start with a great deal. And if you express it as a percentage, look, we're 100% up. We've doubled our money. That's a win, really. So the thing is, winning's one thing. Knowing when to stop, that's key. I'm thinking there's a little bit more mileage in this. So the game's been pretty flat. It's neither here or there to start with. And then we suddenly get our run. Our luck, whatever you want to call it. But we had a run there where we hit a whole load of numbers. We managed to press a little bit. It hit those numbers as well. And it put us forward, put us ahead. Now, this will be interesting. Because our bet is elevated now, if we eat a couple of 4 bullets on the bounce here, it's taking it straight back off us. So we need to trim our bet back a little bit, be a little bit more conservative. You can only go by what you see, you know. I mean, us trimming the bet like that might be a terrible decision, because it might hit one of those numbers again that we pressed and we've missed out. But you mustn't think like that. You can only play for what you see at the time. That's what I think. Some people, they miss it a couple of times and they think, right, we'll press it harder so that when we do hit it, we'll get all our money back. Trust me, that's not the way to think. What's this? Looks like we're going to have a wheel clean. So that can change everything. You know, you could be hitting numbers. They put a wheel change in, the clean, sorry. And what they'll do is they'll change the direction of the wheel spin now. That's one thing I didn't point out. This particular roulette table is only spinning in one direction. Whereas normal roulette tables, they would spin it in opposite directions on alternate spins. 20, still good. Oh, here comes the guy. This could change everything now. So when this happens, you could be on a great run, and then this wheel spin happens. I don't know how regular this, I don't keep track of the actual wheel cleaning part of it, but when that turns up, if it turns up halfway through a run, it could change it. You could be hot 1 second and it'll turn it into ice, and you'll eat like half a dozen bullets and you've not made anything. Right now we've doubled our money. Do we want to stop? So the way to think about it is, if you had started with £500, you doubled it, and you had 1,000, would you stop? You'd stop, because you've won 500 quid. Shouldn't be any different. We started with 50, we've won 50. More than 50, we've more than doubled it. So really, we ought to stop. Oops, what's going on here? Never mind. Finger trouble there. I clicked it twice. So we've gone a little bit heavier than we ought to for that first spin, but we'll see what happens. Might be good. Oh, lucky. Whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go again. $14. Or it could go back around to 6 in the neighbours. Where's it going to start? 14? No, nowhere near. One for us, one for the other side. Let's carry on. So our bet's 20 now. If we eat 3 or 4 bullets on the trot, that's going to be 80 quid, and we're going to be in desperate territory now. That's why we have to manage our bet and our risk, because that creeps up on you real quick. Come on. That's 2 bullets. Let's go to a skinnier layout. Same, we're going to stick with tier. The smart money would have been to stop at the wheel clean. So we're eating 3 bullets on the trot. Good job we trimmed our bet. Now we've switched to the opposite layout now. So this layout you see here is opposite to what we were betting before, because she's putting 3 voice in 0 bets. Let's just check this out. Okay, that's good. That's good. I thought we were going to be chasing our tower then, but she's stuck to the same section. Hopefully we'll get a couple like that in there. Put us back over 100, and then we need to think about wrapping it up. How long have we been on? 40 odd minutes maybe? I forget what time we started now. Nice. Hit the same area, and it's in the, not only is it in the same half, it's in the same little quadrant too, by the looks of it, this lass. So she's not really doing what she's been told. Good down. It's good. It's interesting because if we hadn't have made that switch, we'd have been eating bullets. We'd have eaten like 7 or 8 bullets, and we'd been in a bad way right now. Same again, look at that. She likes that 18. Let's consider pressing this a little bit. It's always the case you'll get a run, and then just when you think you've got the confidence to press, you'll press and it'll hit opposite side. Let's see what happens. Same again. All around there. 35, 28, 18, 12. Not only is it in that half of the wheel, it's all in the same 6 pockets. I'm leaving it too long, so I think to myself I should have pressed earlier. In our half the wheel again, non-stop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in that half. Incredible. If our balance wasn't so small, it'd be a great game to press. Hindsight's fantastic, of course. Okay, that's the first one. That's the first bullet we've eaten in a while. That's pretty good. Up until that point, we had trebled our money. So let's have a look. Now, what I will say, she's on for another 10 minutes. Let's get off when she gets off, and we'll be round about the hour. So the key is not to stay on too long. Especially if you're up, because you'll just end up, because if it's switched now, because we've been eating 2 bullets on the trot, if that switches and we eat another 3 or 4 bullets on the trot, we're back down below 100 quid there. And that's the trouble. Knowing when to stop. Not staying on long enough to give it back. So making that decision is up there. So long as you're on the table, you've not locked out, or if you're in the casino and you haven't walked out, if you're up, that money isn't yours. Come on, let's go again. I think there's a little bit more mileage in this. Jinxed it. No, I think there is. Again, it could just change and switch on us just like that, but I think there is mileage in this. A little bit anyway. Let's go for the skip. I think there's mileage in this to put us over 150. Let's just see. That's just my feeling. And if we do, we're going to stop. Like I say, either way, we'll play up to the dealer change. 0. We played for the skip on the 19. Didn't come in. Maybe we'll go for the box. We're going to close the box off with 19. Ooh! Next door. Next door. I always think that reaction is really funny. Like, it spins round. Say you got a primary number. Say our number was 19 and it hits next door 4. Might as well be on a different table. You didn't hit it. I always chuckle. My first reaction is, ooh, so close. And then I think about it, it's like, it wasn't, because it didn't hit it. Okay, it's cooled off a bit now. We hit one, lose one, hit one, lose one. Let's press. Nice. 50. Ooh. Go again. Go on. It's good. Couple more like that. Couple more like that. Come on, 2 more. 2 or 3 more. You've probably got 5 minutes left. I think our session is coming to an end. We're neither here or there now. It's a little bit static. But it's still hitting our section, so let's just carry on for a couple more spins. If it hits our section again, we'll go again. Ooh, what do we want to do with that? Do we want to think about lem 13 combo? No, let's go again. Let's go again. Maybe it'll go back to like 0 section. No, last minute I couldn't help myself. Lem 13 combo. No, it did. 35. Look. So there we have the box. Look. 35. The next one would have been the repeat. The third one would have been skip. And here we are. The 4th spin. We've closed the box. 35. Let's go again, just in case it goes back to 11 and the neighbours. We'll keep the extra tier bet on there. Are we going to see a skip here on 11? Ooh! Ooh! And we did! Good job we put that bet out. So remember I said 28-35 puts the ball over the other side, 11. And we've got a skip there too. So all these things I'm talking about, they're starting to happen. We had the box on 35, we had the skip on 11. Right, I'm going to go for a slightly heavier bet on voice in now, looking for it to go back round the 35 area. Hit the 0 for 45. That's going to put us over 200. This last is going to leave the table soon, so we're wrapping this up real quick. Really soon we're going to wrap this up. Go on. Ooh! 3. Not quite the hit we wanted, but let's go again. One hit for 45. Come on. She must only have 2 spins left in her. Come on. Oh. Back to 3. Let's go again. So did you see what I did there? I used the racetrack there to put a neighbour's bet on. That's really quick. I don't have to click individual numbers on the layout. That racetrack is for core bets on a regular roulette table in a casino. It's for core bets. I'll tell you all about it. Go on. $29, 27 goes, but we're gonna stay with this. Let's just trim that out a little bit. Yeah, I'll tell you about the racetrack another time. There's the dealer change. Come on, get in. 19 with 210. We ought to call it now. New dealer. We've had our run, I think. I think we've had our run. Let's just see what she does. She's new dealer, new spin. Let's see where this goes. Oh, I took a bounce back. So we would have eaten a bullet there. Okay, let's stop for a couple more spins. This is like that tipping point on the TV. We finished and we've put 3 extra counters in and see whether we would have hit anything, whether we would have hit a jackpot or got a grand prize or whatever. We've eaten 1 bullet. So did we stop at the right time? Oof, that's 2 bullets. Yeah, what was we betting? 23 something, 24. So that we've been best part of 50 quid down on those 2 spins. If we were still playing, we need to hit something now. Otherwise we'd be down 60 odd quid. Yep. That's it, folks. Until the next one, that is, what are we? We started with 50. And we're 300% up. A little over. Should be happy with that. So that will allow us to do another session, and then it allow us to bet it a little bit harder. It's gone back into our place. There's our 60 minutes. Look, that's an hour's worth. That'll do us there. Let's finish up. Let's watch one more. Yeah, that's it. It's a wrap. So what did you think? Was it all down to pure luck, or was there a method in the madness? Let me know what you think in the comments. Let's do a quick recap on the numbers for the session. Ignoring the 28p, we started with a deposit of £50, finished on 210.50, so that's a net plus of £160 and 50p. My own thoughts on the session: it went as well as I could have hoped. It was a bit of a grind like I expected it to be. We definitely experienced a run in the latter half. The dealer was pretty consistent at that point. I think there was decent bet management too there. In hindsight, I could have pressed a little harder when the dealer was hitting that very narrow section of the wheel, and I think we stopped at a good point. The length of the session was as long as I would want to play normally. There were more pros at that point to stop and to carry on, and I think we demonstrated that with the extra spins at the end. So that's basically everything in a nutshell. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that and thought it was interesting, drop a like and a subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you all in the next one.